Hi everybody, good morning. Welcome to the Angel Guidance message for today. Today is Monday, May 8th. I hope you all had a fantastic weekend. And here we are again at the start of another great week. Today, the deck that wanted to come out and play is the Magical Messages from the Fairies. So that's the deck that I will be using for today's message. And today's message that I just pulled is assertiveness. Look at that, assertiveness. And I'll read you what the actual message says. It says, stand up for your beliefs and only say yes if you really want to. I think it was near the end of last week we were talking a little bit about the need to set healthy boundaries when I was talking about how a lot of us right now are being, or feeling like we're the 1-800-crisis line, right? Like we want to help others, we want to be able to sort of counsel them, to guide them, but after a time, if you don't have specific measures in place, it can start to leave you feeling very drained, very tired, exhausted. So in that case, setting boundaries is really, really important, and this kind of continues on with what that message is all about. So as people make demands on you, they ask you for certain things, you don't have to say yes on the spot. It's perfectly fine to say, thank you so much for thinking of me. I will get back to you on that. And that's when then you can go home or go wherever and say, okay, does this task or whatever, is this something I even want to do, first and foremost? And second of all, ask, is it even mine to do? Because sometimes we get things kind of thrust on us that really isn't even our task to be doing in the first place, right? So kind of go through that little checklist and determine if it's something that actually is something you want and something that's yours to do in the first place. And then if it is, great, then you can help out. But you really have to stand firm, and that's what this card is saying to you right now. The other thing that's really cool about this card is that a lot of people don't really understand what assertiveness means. We kind of have two ends of the spectrum, right? At one end we have aggressive, which we don't really want to be because that doesn't usually serve us very well. And at the other end we have passive aggressive, and that's where you'll maybe, you don't really want to do a task, so you'll do it really poorly and hope that people don't ask you to do it again, right? That kind of stuff. So you're kind of making a statement without being overly and overtly aggressive, and that doesn't really serve us either. So assertiveness is when you stand right in the middle between those two, and without blaming or complaining, in a very neutral tone of voice, you simply state what it is that you need. For example, at home, and I've had this, I have a teenager, my son has just turned 12, so stuff's all over the place, and I'm yelling and I'm screaming in frustration. I'm like, nobody ever picks up after themselves. What's going on? Right? Well, they don't hear that. It goes in one ear and out the other, right? But if I were to state firmly what I need for you to take the articles out of the washing machine and put them in the dryer, right? Or take these clothes I folded and put them away without a blaming or complaining tone in my voice, it gets done. Right? And everybody can understand when you say I need, because they have needs, right? So that's something people get. So that's what I mean by assertiveness. That's a way that you can start to practice to assert yourself. So that is today's homework, is to start doing some of that and seeing how you feel. You'll probably be like, wow, that feels pretty good, rather than being everybody else's doormat, which doesn't feel good. Right? So stand up for what you believe today, say it with conviction, and if you don't want to do something, say no. And you don't have to give a big rambling explanation. Sometimes we'll be like, oh, I'd really like to, but I can't because da-da-da-da-da. And we go on and on, we give this big explanation, and you don't have to do that. Just remember, no is a complete sentence. Okay? So that's something else that you should put on a sticky note. But that's the message for today, all about assertiveness. Give that a practice today and keep continuing with that to build that muscle until it gets nice and strong, because you can only do so much. We're all human, right? We can't be all things to all people. And we do want to help and step in and be of service, but you have to have your boundaries and know what you're willing to take on and what you can't take on. Okay, so I hope that makes sense. So that's it for today, everybody. Enjoy today. The other thing that's kind of just popped in is Monday, some of you I think are trying to start some stuff today. Like maybe you're like, today's the day I'm going to change my diet, or today's the day, you know, I'm going to start my new exercise program. And I just want to share with you that Mondays are actually the worst day to start something new. And this is because the energy of Monday doesn't support that. Believe it or not, every day of the week has a particular energy. And certain days are better for, you know, getting going, starting something fresh than others. And Mondays are not that day. And that's why a lot of people set themselves up for failure. Right? How many times have we said that? Oh, Monday's the day I'm going to, you know, start with, you know, not eating anything that has sugar in it, right? And then Monday, you're all hyped, and Monday comes and you're kind of like, yeah, I don't really feel like doing that today, right? And Monday is really the day to catch your breath. You know, you're still processing everything that happened over the weekend, right? So that's what Mondays are for. So keep that in mind today too. If you feel like you're letting yourself down, don't beat yourself up because you didn't follow the, you know, what you promised that you were going to do today. And just start on Thursday or Wednesday. Those are better days that support new activity and starting something fresh. Okay, so I just wanted to share that with you too. So I felt like some of you were going to have a day where you're kind of like, oh, I knew I said I was going to do this, but I don't feel like doing it. And then you're kind of spiraling down that road of beating yourself up about it. So we don't need to do that. So practice your assertiveness today and have a fantastic day, everybody. We'll see you here tomorrow for tomorrow's angel guidance message. Thanks.